Hi, this is Kate from Izzalicious Designs. Again, let's have another look at how we can do a magic ring. This is going to be another style of doing it, and I have to say this style I actually do prefer rather than the chain method. This is an adjustable magic ring, so you have your yarn tail end and then your working end. What you're going to do, it's quite important how you place it on your fingers. You're going to place the tail end on your little finger here and hold it, keep those together like that. Then you're going to wrap your working, let me put my hook down, so hold your tail end on your little finger. You're going to wrap your yarn once and twice around your two middle fingers, then bring the yarn up over your index and again hold on your little finger here with your thumb like that. So you've got these two loops that are on your middle fingers here and a bigger loop up the top, and you're holding it all together here on your thumb. With your hook you're going to go through the two loops on your fingers and you're going to grab the loop that is on your index finger and pull it through underneath those two loops that were on your two fingers here. Then when you've got it pulled back like this, go through the yarn on this finger here again and pull it through like so. Okay, so you've started your little chain here. You're going to go back through the two loops again, grab this portion here and pull it through, and you just sort of let a little bit of this working yarn release and bring it through. This is your first chain. Okay, go back through, pull it forward again like that, yarn over, pull through. That's number 2. Three, 4, 5, and I'm doing a magic ring of 6 and 6. So that is how I chain on these two loops that I had around my finger. So when you let go, what you can see is you've got your little tail end of yarn here. To untangle that, you've got the two loops that were wrapped around your middle fingers, and this is your working yarn. Now the way to pull this together into a magic ring, what you're going to do, sort of untangle these a bit. With your tail end, you're going to look at these two pieces of yarn here, and when you pull this tail end, you're going to see which side of these two goes in. Okay, so pull it forward, and I can see that it's this one here. This side in is getting shorter, see? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other side of it. So this side was pulling in, I'm taking the other side of it and I'm going to pull it. Keep pulling, and what's going to happen is this thread here is going to get shorter. I'm going to untangle my tail. Get back here. So I'm going to pull this, and you'll see that this gets shorter as it's pulling tighter. Like so. So it's nice and tight. It's as tight as I can make it. Now I have to pull this one. So I pull the little tail. It might be a bit tight. Do it gently. There you go. Pull it tight. Now obviously you can trim this bit so it's not so long. It's quite long, so I'm going to trim that up a bit. Now when you have a look at this, pull your working end, the working end of your yarn. I'm going to get my little stitch marker. We did 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is on my hook. This first one here that looks like it's a stitch, I'm going to zoom in so you can see. Okay, this first little set here, that is not a stitch. That's just where the yarn comes up to meet the first stitch. This is your first little stitch. If we can get our hook through it, there we go. That's your first stitch. So what you're going to do, take your working end of yarn, yarn over, pull through so that you've got the 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through, and this is where you would put your stitch marker as your first stitch for this round. Then again, if you're doing an increase, you go back through that first stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through to join them. Here's your second stitch, push your hook through, yarn over, pull through and join them together. Again, go through the second stitch again. And I'm doing this because if we make my hat, my minion hat, you need to know how to do these stitches. You might already know how, so this will be completely redundant for you. But for those of you who are new to it like me, this might be a bit helpful. So this stitch that we're doing at the moment is a single crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and join. And when you do 2 single crochets in the same stitch like we're doing, it's called an increase, which you'll find on the patterns is an INC, or sometimes it will say do 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So this is how you do your single crochets. Like so, and then if you count your stitches, if we started with 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and number 12 is on our hook. Now if you have a look at this one compared to the last magic ring we did, there is no big hole, is there? No big hole in the middle. So that's why I prefer this style. It does take quite a bit of practice to get used to it, but I think once you've got it down pat, it's really worthwhile. So keep practicing. This is a good way of doing your magic ring. All right, take care. Bye.